Hey everybody, and welcome to my new video. Today is 24th of April 2017 and I want to do a video about the new time, what we are living in. We are living today in the Aquarius time being. Now, what does that mean? I don't know if you listened before the precession of the equinox. The precession of the equinox has to do something with the axis of rotation of the Earth, and it has to do something with astrology. So we had 26,000 years. We had the fish time being on Earth, and it was a very masculine energy that was on the Earth. And now, since 2012, and this is very interesting, we are living in the Aquarius time being. Now, what does it mean? For some people, it's just a word, but for sure you listened 2112, 2012. The Earth should die. The Earth should be gone, it would be in a blast, and we wouldn't be there anymore. But it's 2017 and we're still there. So what happened? So I made it a drawing here about the time frequency, what we are living in, and you can see at 2112, 2012, we were at this point. And what does it mean? We are going again up. We are ascending again and not descending. No, we are ascending, and that means to go up and to enlighten. And I want to speak about that subject today. So what you can see, this is the infinite symbol. And you can see this has all to do with the precession of the equinox. So 26,000 years was the fish time being, and now at this point started the Aquarius time being, and we went it up from there. Wait, to put it a little bit like this. From here, this point, we went up to that point. So what does it mean? What does it mean? Let's see. What I think it means. Duality. Before 2012, we lived in a dual world. And after 2012, we went through a tunnel, like a tunnel, but we took all our bullshit with us. So the Earth didn't end, but the other energy of the old world, that ended. But we're still living with the same bullshit as we did before. So after 2012, we bring along all the old bullshit, and a lot of things don't work anymore. So some friends don't match anymore. You don't like your work anymore. You listen different music. You don't want to live in the same house anymore. You're dropping away all your material stuff. So there's a lot happening around you, but for sure in your own life. And it feels like you're crashing and you don't know why you don't like it anymore. For me, for example, I would go almost each day to the gym. I was always in the gym doing hard fitness, hard aerobics. And at once I stopped. I didn't want it anymore. I wanted to calm down, just to be in nature, to walk, to meditate. So for me were a lot of changes. I even had a divorce. So it can be very hard to understand what is going on. So actually the mask of yourself is the veil is off. And the lessons can be really hard in that period, what you will see after 2012. So maybe one of you guys who's watching had a hard time. Nevertheless, you learned from it, and now it's time to relax and to let go. So what happened? So what I think is we live in a dual world, and the duality comes from the brain. So if we judge the world too much from our ego, from our brain, then it's always good, not good, always judging, always comparing. The people don't see that they're unique. There's just one person of you walking on this whole wild world. How much fun is that to know that there's only one Kim in this Kim is only one. So how nice is that to know? And I want to tell that to you too. So the duality is before 2012, and now we are in the phase of unity. So the Aquarius time being is the women, the feminine energy, what is now on the Earth, and that is what you're all feeling. And I was more masculine. I had a lot of masculine energy, and at once I started to be more feminine, and I love it. Still, my masculine energy is important, but I try to balance them right now. So we are going from duality to unity, and unity comes from the heart. So the heart The heart chakra needs to be fully opened, and the heart will control the brain. So if you think from your heart, then what is much more clever than your brain, you will see just unity. You will feel the connection between animals. You will feel the connection between you will appreciate your parents more. You will don't judge them. This they didn't do right. This they didn't do right. No, you accept them. They didn't learn from their parents, so how could they learn you? Forgive them. Let go. So the ego will dissolve in this time period if you want it to dissolve. A lot of people are still stuck in the ego, but don't be frustrated with that. They will move if the rest of the people will be there. So everybody will ascend, but some a little bit slower than the other ones. And that is not a problem. Everything is okay. So we will go from duality to oneness, to unity. From the brain, we are going to the heart. So at this moment, everybody's heart chakra is being opened, and we will get more insights from our unconsciousness. And our unconsciousness is so strong, there's like hidden information in your unconsciousness. But a lot of people, what the problem is, inside your unconsciousness are your fears, are your worries, are your when you were small, everything is from your unconsciousness. So a lot of people, they shut down their unconsciousness. They just want to function with their brain. Why? Because the pains are also in the unconsciousness. So to open up your heart and your unconsciousness, you have to go through a lot of pains. And it doesn't mean that you have to go through them, but you have to see them and you have to accept them. You don't have to judge them. For example, if you are angry, why you're angry? What happened? And look at it. Don't run away from the anger or run away from grief or jealousy. No, learn from it. The only thing why it's coming up is because you can see it, you can learn from it, and you can let it go, and then it will never ever return. So I'm here to tell you that you can heal yourself, and I believe in your infinite possibilities. I even believe we are some multi-dimensional beings. So I'm really getting the hang of these videos, and when I speak English I'm more confident. I don't know why, but I'm more confident. So on Dutch I'm more insecure because there's so many Dutch people around me and in my 3D world who telling me you must be a physiotherapist, you must do this, you must do that. And I'm telling no, I want to do what I want to do. I want to be on YouTube, I want to have groups, I want to communicate, I want to share my visions with the world. I don't want to keep my mouth shut anymore. So that's why I'm here. Let's continue. I wrote down los van de ziel. That means not attached to the soul. But now in this time we will get back to connection with our soul. And I studied a lot when I was young. I studied all about physics, about the body. Afterwards I studied all about the brain, about all the consciousness things, about hypnosis and everything. But one thing I forgot, I didn't know I had a soul. And really, guys, yes, everybody tells brain, heart and soul, body, physics and soul. But the soul, we never learn about it. Did you learn about it in school? I didn't. So I had to experience for myself that I had a soul, and the soul has some importance to do here. But what is also very interesting, the soul has a lot of information for you about past lives, about all your experience you had, and you can awaken your DNA by getting in touch with your unconsciousness, and your soul will have a voice. That is what I wanted to tell. We will go from fear-based, angst means fear, to freedom and letting go. So vrijheid en loslaten. Freedom and letting go. How much nice is that? That in this time being, why can anybody make you feel unhappy or uncomfortable or angry? The only person who's doing it is that you give that person a reason to make you feel uncomfortable. If somebody wants to pick a fight, you can also withdraw from the drama, or you can tell, I'm not up for drama, or be with me and be normal, or please go and bye. I want to enjoy my life. I want to have a happy life. I want to be in nature. I want to to just express myself. What is the problem with people? Some people are still stuck in the old system about judging, gossiping, and for me it's very interesting because I just observe, and some people just blah 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 blah, and about the old fears and the old life. And yes, it matters. Yes, it matters. I coach a lot of people. Some are raped, some are violently mistreated in their relationships, or kids who had traumas in their birth. I can see a lot of things, but the problem is if you view all the things that happen to you from a victim role, you will relive that pain each day. And I'm here to tell you that you can step out of that victim role and you can heal yourself and you can be whole again. So it doesn't matter, your past doesn't define who you are now. So I want to tell you that you have so much power inside of you, and that I'm proud of you that you are starting to accept the change. Don't resist it. Don't resist the emotions. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to sleep, sleep. Don't judge emotions by good or bad. That is the old time. Now is everything is open. So that is one of the tips. So what I told you here, I made it a tunnel. 2012, we went to the tunnel and we took all the bullshit with us. And it's time to close here the door and to open a lot of new doors, because our DNA has a lot of nice doors. We can do a lot of things with this physical body, but we can't learn it from our consciousness. It's in our unconsciousness. So if you are detached from your unconsciousness, you will never find your gold. Your gold is inside of you. Before 2012, we worshipped everything outside of us. We searched love outside of us. We searched God outside of us. Why? God is inside of us. Love you can give yourself. You can fill up your heart by yourself. And if you fill up your heart by yourself, you don't be needy anymore. And then a relationship will be a complementary, or I don't know if it's correct on English, but it will be an add to you, and not that you want to steal something from that person. So first try to work on yourself. And if you feel jealousy, anger, grief, go through that emotions, but see where they're coming from, or work with a therapist. A good hypnotherapist I would advise, no psychologue, because I think they would just dig deeper and just put you more in the victim role. Not all, but a lot. And I want just one session, and I will pull you out of the victim role and will tell you this is life and enjoy it. So it's very important to find the right people around you who support your journey, who are there for you, who are proud of the person you are becoming. And all fears, drop them behind you, because what do you want people to remember from you if you die? What if you die next week? What do you want people to remember? Maybe you have something you know a lot about, but you don't share that information. You're scared. Why to be scared? Maybe you help one person on this earth with that message. So that is my tip. Made to drink something. So we are going from 3D to 5D. How much interesting is that? Put it a little bit back. From 3D to 5D. And I just love it that we are in this time being, and that we can open all this information for ourselves, and to can help other people with that. So be proud that you live in this time being, and there's so much to do. And I don't know if you told it already. I think no, on the Dutch video I told it, but a lot of people are scared of what is happening in the world. The duality is still there, but it's just the outer experience. So you can see on the news just negative things. Children are dying, children are hungry, parents who can't take care of their kids, violence. That is all what they are showing us. And yes, it's true, it's going on. It's going on. But what happens when you stay in that fear and when you go in that fear? That's the lowest vibration you can be in. If you can see with this one, I will put it a little bit back, but the lowest of the pyramid is fear. And I put the camera a little bit down. So here, this is the lowest frequency where they want to put us in, is fear, is guilt. And even self-guilt is very bad for you. So forgive yourself. Whatever you did, you have to forgive yourself to continue and to grow. We have to stay in love and gratitude, because this is what will heal the people. So what I was telling, so what you see on TV, yes, it matters a lot what is going on, and it's not good, it's really not good. But if it puts you in fear, it will don't help you to move on. You only can help people if you're staying from a sacred place of love and gratitude, and see how you can affect your own world with being more positive and with dropping your fears, and see little by little how you can change the world by yourself, and not to wait what other people will do or what the government will do, because there's a lot of infection, and I call it infection because I feel it's like a prison, planet what we are living on. Why we have countries, why we have borders, why we have all these different rules, and it's very interesting to see some conspiracy theories. They're very interesting, and I don't believe everything, but it will open up your view really of the banking systems and everything. Will go too much deep for this video because we're speaking about the noon time being. Let's think. I just want to tell you ascension symptoms. I wrote it down here. You can feel in this period of time more tired. You can have some grippe symptoms. You can have some headaches, some neck pain problems. It's very normal in this time. So a lot of people get scared if they're dizzy or their body is shutting down. So don't be scared. In this way, I think we have a totally good self-healing mechanism in our body. And I'm a physiotherapist, so we can see how quick people can heal with 1 or 2 treatments, or just with the right words to tell them, and they will heal themselves. So trust your body and don't go in fear. If you need rest, take a little bit more rest. If you need to take some time off, give yourself a vacation if you can. It's very important to be sweet to yourself and to love yourself 100%, because you can't help nobody else if you don't feel good yourself. So take good care of yourself. That is one of the main things I want to tell you about. So we will go to time being without pain. It's very possible that in the near future we will don't have to feel too much pain anymore. Why? Because our soul in the fish time being still needed to learn. So we had a lot of experience in our life to learn. And when we went through the tunnel, nothing worked anymore. So you have to learn to let go of all the stuff that the ego made it up in your life. And sometimes that means that all your money will crash, or that your family life has a big crash. So it's all things and emotions you have to deal with, and don't see it as a negative thing. See it as a cleansing process in your life. And if you see the truth behind everything what happened to you, you will be thankful for it. And maybe at this moment, not yet. Let's see, there's a lot of different names for the unconsciousness. So I like to speak about the consciousness and the unconsciousness. And I can see a lot of people are in conflict with that. They don't, they're not in balance. The unconsciousness is nothing worth, because there are all the pains and the bullshit. So if you have to speak to your unconsciousness, all the bullshit is coming up. So not a lot of people want it, so they shut it down. But then your body can't heal, then you can't from your heart send information to your brain. And it's nice if your unconsciousness and your consciousness will be on same frequency and work together. That is most wonderful situation what we can create. So there are a lot of names that people are speaking about, and God, for example, we were searching God outside of us. God is inside of us, but God is same as, for example, our unconsciousness or our higher self. You can speak to your higher self. That is your unconsciousness. It's just another name. Or the universe. Some people telling the universe, but it's just the information you get when you are connected with your unconsciousness. Then you get so much ideas and questions, and so that is one of the things I wanted to tell. Let's see if I had everything. So the heart will send signals to the brain, very important. I told about ascension symptoms, what you can feel. Let's close up this video because it will be much too long for you to listen to. I just want to tell you, enjoy this time. It's such a wonderful time. The feminine energy is back on earth. And also the men are feeling it. It's not just the women who are feeling it. Everybody has the masculine and the feminine inside of them. And the feminine is now stronger with the energy from the earth. So it's nice that we will all change more to love, to gratitude, to warmness. And I wish you so much luck, and I wish you to go really deep. So it's called ascension, but I think sometimes it's like a descension. You will go deeper inside yourself. You really find yourself, and you will let go of all worries, all why I have this stomach. Yes, okay, I have this stomach, and I was 115 kilos, and still then I was interesting. So take it or leave it. So just put yourself outside. Why? You're unique. You're unique. We don't have to be like sheeps in a row. Everybody has some unique talents, and show them talents. Let the talents outside, and try to be happy. Just enjoy life, and the small things matter. Make your life less complicated. Make it simpler. There's so much things I want to tell about, but I will close up this video now. I will send you all love from the Netherlands, and wish you all the best, and see you in my next video. Bye.